welcome back to the channel. As you guys can see, we are on the freeway, interstate, whatever you want to call it, the highway, and we are headed up to Denver, and we're going to be heading over to Race City Steel. As you guys saw in either the previous video or the previous sets of videos, I'm not really sure where we are on the videos, but as you guys saw in the previous videos, we just picked up that AHP Tig Welder. For me to be able to weld with that welder, I obviously need some welding gas, and with TIG you're going to want to use Argon, so I'm going to go pick up a tank and have it filled with Argon. I'm either going to go for the 90 or I think it's the 125 size. I'm not really sure, we'll just have to see what the cost is, but I got my previous Argon CO2, Argon, your MIG welding gas. I've forgotten the combination of it, but Argon and something. I thought it was CO2. I could be wrong about that, but I picked up that tank of gas up at Race City Steel as well, and I want to say with the cost of that tank, it was around the $200 mark, something like that. So not super expensive. And I think I got 90 cubic feet on that one. We'll have to see, but yeah, so we're gonna head up to Race City Steel, pick up some Argon, and then I'm gonna actually head to the post office because that's not far from there. Check the P.O. box, and we'll catch up with what mail we have. So beyond that, I actually have some time to talk about the cars and projects and whatnot. You guys have seen the projects ongoing with the Corvette. We still have some good content coming up on that, and hopefully we'll wrap up that series by taking the Corvette to dyno and hopefully testing out all the new systems, all the new setup, smaller pulley, the fuel system, you know, all that good stuff that we've been working on. So hopefully we get that. But to interrupt you guys, look at the clouds. The weather is just, I think it's supposed to rain today, and the high today is 70. So kind of a dark, cloudy morning-ish. But anyway, yeah, so the Corvette's got some really great content. We will have SS content. You guys will notice a few weeks ago I accidentally put a SS video out and a Corvette video out on the same day. I didn't mean to. Stuff happens, and when you don't check your scheduling well enough, y'all got 2 videos on that one. So not a bigger deal. We'll have some SS content coming up. We've got a few small mods and repairs to take care of that on that car. And the truck, we've got a couple small videos. Maybe we'll include them on SS or Corvette videos. I'm just not sure what we're going to be doing there yet. But we do have some truck videos coming up, and we have some shop updates coming up as well. So that's kind of the immediate future for the channel, and we'll catch up with those videos as they progress. So let's head up to Race City Steel and go get some Argon. Alright guys, we're here at Race City Steel, and I kind of passed it, but I will backtrack, and hopefully we make it. Yep, we're good. So we're here at Race City Steel, and it looks like they changed the name of the gas joint. Maybe they sold it, I don't know. Alright guys, we got our 80 CFM of Argon here, and we also picked up some scrap aluminum. Alright guys, we have just left the post office. Nothing new there, just bills, junk mail, more junk mail, and I didn't even go through the bills this time. I just, like, I don't have time. But not that big of a deal. I will say this, I didn't see any state of Maryland or speed camera or anything like that, so, you know, I guess that's good for the previous owner not getting any more tickets in regards to that stuff. So we went ahead and picked up our Argon gas. I don't know if I mentioned it earlier in the video that I was going to pick up some scrap metal. So Race City Steel, they sell gas and metal. So they sell aluminum, steel, all kinds of products. I think they even sell plastics. I'll have to take a look into that. I didn't really ask when I was there. But I walked in, their customer service was on par. Walked right in, I said, hey, do you guys have any aluminum scrap that I can buy, because, you know, I'm learning how to TIG weld aluminum, and they're like, okay, you know, whatever. I went to the back of the shop. It's just basically a big warehouse with metal in it, and I grabbed what I needed, they pointed me toward the stack of aluminum, and so I ended up getting some angle aluminum. Can't call it angle iron, but angle aluminum, and some flat pieces of aluminum as well. I mean, I'm not sure if I'm going to use these in projects or anything. I really just kind of wanted to get something small that I can cut up a bunch, weld, re-weld, cut, you know, etc. So we've got plenty of material to practice on, and the whole stack of aluminum I grabbed, it's only $15. So I'm like, heck, for $15, you know, I'll pay that, and we'll practice on it. So I did buy kind of the smaller bottle. I mean, not the tiny bottle, but I did get a 80 or 90 CFM bottle. They didn't have any 120s. Maybe 120 is only a 75-25 mix size. I'm just not sure. I don't know anything about the bottling industry in regards to compressed gas. But so I ended up with the 80. The next option was 150, which honestly would be taller than my welder and taller than the cart. And the cart that we're running, you know, that we're going to be using, I don't think it could handle the weight of it. So I'm like, all right, we'll stick with the 80. If I end up running out of gas often, I may look into buying a bigger tank or buying a second tank. I'm just not sure. I think the total cost for the gas, including the tank, was $230. So that's 80 CFM plus the cost of the tank. I don't know how the price breaks down. So I want to say the tank was 110, and then the gas was like $80 or $90, something like that. I'm not exactly sure how the breakdown is, but yeah, so we should be good there. Got our gas. So basically all we got to do now is go set up the regulator, set up the cart. We already have the cart set up, but put the bottle in the cart and start practicing. So you guys will start to see some welding videos coming up. Now I'll say this, guys, I have TIG welded once in my life, and that was at SEMA like 5 years ago when I went to the ESOP display and they had a TIG welder set up. Now that welder was set up so that any person could use it. It was already dialed in, and the tungsten was already sharpened for you. So, you know, they didn't have any of the setup issues that we will have. So we'll have to figure out the setup on flow rate per minute on the gas. We'll have to figure out the length of the tungsten, sharpening the tungsten, and all that stuff. And I think you guys saw in the video where my accessories didn't come with the welder, so I'm gonna have to go buy some tungsten. But I'm gonna wait until the torch comes in, because I'm not 100% sure which torch is coming with the welder, and I want to make sure I buy the proper size tungsten to fit in that TIG welding torch. So, but we'll go from there. Besides that, nothing really too crazy coming up. You know, this winter's mostly going to be build stuff. But honestly, guys, the car show season is winding down. I mean, heck, you can already see the leaves changing. Not that the Carolinas get a ton of snow, but it does get cold, and people don't want to be out when it's cold, especially on an early Saturday morning. Yeah, so any Cars and Coffee videos might be limited starting in November, December. So, but we do have a short winter, and then everything will start picking back up in the spring, aka January, February, March, down here in the Carolinas. So before we close this video out, we'll head home, put the Argon tank on the welder cart, and we'll show you what the final setup is going to look like. So we are back at the house now, and as you guys can see, we have the Argon tank on the welding cart back behind the welder, and we have the safety chains all tied up, so we should be good with that being secure. And there you go, we have completed the errand for today. We went to the post office, went to get some Argon gas, and we got our scrap metal here back behind the bucket. So we pretty much have almost everything to get started TIG welding. We're still waiting on the regulator and stuff from AHP. That will be in a whole nother video about why I'm kind of waiting on parts, but that's not a big deal. So that's gonna be it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and if you did, give it a big thumbs up. If you haven't already subscribed, please do. If you want to know when I upload new content, make sure you hit that bell notification button down below. And as always, if you guys want to help support the channel, click all the links down below, especially BonecrrusherSS.com, and you guys can go check out all our merchandise. Thanks guys, have a great one.